is that you can go get another job. Superpower of being a business owner is I can hire someone else to do your job.
Right.
Those threats don't work.
Yeah.
So I can understand that there's family involved there, but that's why you don't do business with family. People expect too much.
We spoke about finances before my becoming a stay-at-home mom, and he agreed to me doing it. Neither of us wanted to put our baby in childcare. Multiple times throughout my being
Smoothly. And we'll check your alignment, brakes, battery, and even that pesky check engine light for free. So don't wait. Drive into Burt Brothers today. Burt Brothers, where auto care is done better.
Burt Brothers does it better.
A canyon isn't formed in a day. Like each of us, they grow. Their foundations get stronger, roots get deeper, and the views grow wider and more clear. Our foundations began at the University of Utah, shaped by our values of supporting the community. Now, we're carving a new path as Canyon View Credit Union. Same roots, new path. Welcome to Canyon View Credit Union. Shape your future at canyonviewcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
And it got worse when I took two of 3 trips that I've taken during our relationship without him. And we are at 3 to 4 years at this point. When I took these trips, he made comments about how he doesn't know where all of his money goes. What does he get for working so hard, and why doesn't he get to take trips, etc.?
That's a valid question.
It is a valid
If
question.
she's taking 2 or 3 vacations and he hasn't taken any, why are you going on vacation without your man?
Well, the first one is... What did she say the first one was? I took one trip to visit my dad with our son, and I took another trip to visit my best friend. My son also came with me during this trip. So she went and visited her dad, and then she went and visited her best friend.
So they're not really vacations then. Okay.
Well, I mean, why aren't you saying they weren't really vacations?
Because it's not a vacation. If you were like, hey, I want to go visit my...
So...
But if he's floating the bill for all that and he doesn't get the exact same things, then her conversation on that aspect is going to be like, well, what do you get? Because if you spent $2,500 on a new computer last week, you could have taken a vacation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, those conversations are relevant.
And then if he's worried about finances and she's going on vacations,
That's a problem, too.
why are we going on vacations if we're worried about finances?
Right. If you said we.
Right.
She's not worried about finances. He is.
So was it a conversation where you like, hey, do we have the money for me to go out of state for a week and visit my dad?
Yes.
Or was it, I'm going out for a week to visit my dad. You have to make it work.
Right.
Vanilla flavored.
So those are 2 different conversations.
Very, very different conversations.
And if he was like, yeah, whatever you want, and he didn't voice his concerns about the finances, that's his fault.
Then he doesn't get to say shit in the future.
Yeah, he doesn't get to be frustrated about it and complain about it. Now, if
Absolutely.
he was like, not right now, let's wait until June, we're behind on a couple of bills, and you still win anyway, that's a problem.
Yep.
A parent's working 3 jobs, it's harder for you.
Right.
But I would say, I don't know the statistics.
But if there's
right now.
if there's one person working 3 jobs just to scrape by,
Nobody should be going anywhere.
yeah, right, and that other person needs to consider getting a job.
Right.
You need to find a way to make that balance somehow, even if it's while he's sleeping.
Right.
She could get a night shift job somewhere, and if he's got to get up in the middle of the night, so be it. But that's not. I don't know. I've been low income.
Right.
It's never easy.
Oh.
Options are there.
So she said, I breastfed, and my husband couldn't take time from work. So that's why she brought the kid, and that's why he didn't go.
Okay.
Is there something you're concerned about? Should I not go on this trip?
It's really good. I give it an A+.
It's also important to listen to your partner, not just hear their words, listen to their tone, pay attention to their body language. There are times where you and I are having a conversation and your body language will be off, and I'll be like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, are you okay? What are you thinking? And 9 times out of 10, when I notice something like that, you're like, oh, well, I was just thinking about this, and you're frustrated, and then you think out loud, and then you feel better.
Right. That's teamwork, though.
Yeah.
You being able to read the room and know what's going on with me is what makes us successful in our communication, our marriage, and everything else. People are too self-centered and
Right.
worried about what's going on and what they want.